Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are going to be talking about Spider-Man, the animated series, episode 6, The Sting of the Scorpion. Let's get into it. Hit that intro.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morph, I made a fake one.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy, Dan Brosnan, in the building. Welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you. Last night, I actually did a poll to see if you guys were feeling the Spider-Man reviews. And wow, I was actually pretty surprised. So we put out a poll. We had like over 150 votes. And like 90-something% of y'all voted to keep the Spider-Man reviews going. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for continuing to support our videos and our content, no matter if we're talking Spider-Man, Power Rangers, no matter what it is, you guys are showing up. So thank you. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Spider-Man the Animated Series, Episode 6, The Sting of the Scorpion. This is a really good episode. It introduces a really cool villain. I'm not going to lie. The Scorpion was just always awesome to me. Now let's get into it, break it down. In The Sting of the Scorpion, the 6th episode of Spider-Man the Animated Series, Peter Parker's romantic pursuit of Felicia Hardy is interrupted by a spider sense, leading him to chase a mysterious figure through the city. After a building explosion nearly sends Spider-Man plummeting to his doom, he confronts a group of thugs who unleash a rocket launcher on him. Undeterred, Spidey webs him up, swings away, and leaves the criminals for the police. The next day, J. Jonah Jameson, fueled by his obsession with Spider-Man's identity, hires a private investigator named Matt Gargan to tail Peter. Jameson's curiosity is piqued by Peter's ability to capture stunning photos of Spider-Man, but Peter manages to evade his scrutiny with the facade of good luck. Unbeknownst to Peter, Gargan, a man riddled with resentment and longing for revenge, is about to become a pawn in Jameson's twisted plan. Jameson, fueled by a deep-seated anger stemming from the death of his wife at the hands of mass criminals, seeks to unleash his own vengeance on Spider-Man. He joins forces with Professor Farley Stillwell, a brilliant but ethically ambiguous scientist at Empire State University, to transform Gargan into a formidable foe. Through a dangerous experiment involving a neogenic recombinator, Gargan is infused with the DNA of a scorpion, granting him enhanced strength, agility, and a venomous stinger. Stillwell, driven by a misguided sense of scientific ambition, believes that this enhanced Scorpion Man, dubbed Scorpion, will finally prove to be Spider-Man's match. With a fleet of helicopters, Jameson leads a coordinated attack on Spider-Man, revealing his true purpose in creating Scorpion. The battle between Spider-Man and the newly formed Scorpion is a fierce one, showcasing their respective strengths and weaknesses. Scorpion's strength and agility are formidable, but Spider-Man's superior agility and webbing allow him to stay ahead of the deadly stinger. As the fight rages on, Jameson revels in the chaos, relishing the chance to finally see Spider-Man humbled. The battle culminates in a desperate struggle, with Scorpion driven by a desire to return to normal and Jameson caught in the crossfire. Ultimately, it's Jameson's own flawed belief in vengeance that nearly brings about the destruction of New York City, as Scorpion, fueled by his unstable mental state, plans to use Oscorp's nuclear reactor to reverse the transformation. In a desperate attempt to stop Scorpion, Jameson is forced to acknowledge Spider-Man's heroism, even though it clashes with his deeply ingrained animosity towards the masked hero. In a desperate attempt to stop Scorpion, who has Spider-Man done. He's about to crush him. Jameson comes up and hits him enough that he drops Spider-Man. Spider-Man gets away. There was an awesome way that they defeated him. Our boy Spidey grabs an electrical wire, and when Scorpion is about to attack him, he uses the electrical wire and basically electrocutes Spider-Man. That was freaking badass. I am not going to lie. The sting of the Scorpion leaves a lasting impact on Spider-Man's world, introducing a powerful new enemy and a complex morality that changes the clear lines between good and evil. This episode also sets the stage for future confrontations between Spider-Man and Scorpion, as well as a nuanced relationship between Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson. Now, there is a part at the end where Spider-Man tries to shake his hand and is thinking, maybe things are gonna be better between me and J. Jonah Jameson, and nope, he smacks his hand away and still doesn't like the guy. But as time goes on, there's only so many times that a guy can save you where you start to actually have a soft spot for him. But right now, he hasn't softened up, but through time, I think it actually happens. Let's get into some notes and trivia from Spider-Man animated fandom. The episode is loosely based on Amazing Spider-Man number 20 from 1965, and this was also adapted into an episode of the 1967 Spider-Man cartoon, where the episode was called Sting of the Scorpion. This is the second episode so far that I see that they're actually just pulling from the show and the comic at the same time. Frank Gorshin, who is best known for playing the Riddler in the 1960s Batman series, and Bill McKinney auditioned for the role of Scorpion before Martin Landau was cast. Well, that's interesting. During the episode, Spider-Man briefly mentions the Human Torch. Also, Spider-Man mentions the Fantastic Four later in the episode. This episode explains that the reason Jameson hates Spider-Man is because his wife was killed by a man in a mask, which is a little weird why J. Jonah Jameson hates Spider-Man, because the guy in the mask was part of the mob, the mafia. This guy is a superhero vigilante that's actually out here saving people. It always drove me nuts why he hated him so much, and this is a story that does make you sympathize with J. Jonah Jameson. His wife got taken from him, and he's basically living this trauma all the time, and anybody with the mask is an enemy to him. Still kind of dumb, but at the same time, I get it. When someone dies on you, sometimes you're not always thinking straight, and you could be mourning for years. In the episode, Jameson says that he doesn't trust men in masks because of a man wearing a mask killed his wife, so it is odd that Jameson would support Mysterio and Scorpion before they were both revealed to be criminals. That is interesting. Scorpion he created. He wanted to make his own masked person to take down the masked guys. If I can't beat you, I'm going to join you for an episode, but that backfired. And it almost is crazy to think about. This guy hates Spider-Man because he is a nuisance. But then you go and create a bigger nuisance, a monster, if you will, and you take somebody that didn't really want to do this. It's kind of showing that J. Jonah Jameson is not a very good person. When Spider-Man enters Oscorp with J. Jonah Jameson, 4 people briefly appear in the background behind Jameson. However, through the rest of the scene, Spider-Man, Jameson, and Scorpion appear to be the only people in the building. They must have left. They must have been told to get the hell out of here. When J. Jonah Jameson asks Spider-Man, how does he know so much about science? Spider-Man tells him, hey, what do I look like? The Tick? The Tick was a comedy superhero cartoon. And if you guys remember, they were both on Fox Kids back in 1994. They premiered the same year, man. That's a nice little touch. When Spider-Man hits Scorpion's tail, he hurts his hand and sarcastically asks him if his tail is made out of adamantium. According to Spider-Man Animated Wiki, it is odd that Spider-Man would know of adamantium since it is a man-made substance created by a secret branch of the Canadian government, and very few people possess it. Yeah, but our boy Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and 2, the guy is really smart. If anyone's gonna know, it's gonna be him. But overall, this was a lot of fun. I love these first few episodes where you get an introduction into all of the villains and all of the side characters too. Like J. Jonah Jameson got a backstory today. They did a really good job with this show. I'm not going to lie. And I think even when we're done here, we're just going to always have some type of Spider-Man content going with Power Rangers. And if you think about it, Spider-Man is one of the closest like Marvel superheroes to the Power Rangers. I mean, he has a Megazord, right? In Japan. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. What are your thoughts overall of the Sting of the Scorpion? Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, the Arctic Operator, Salima Ramirez, Stephen Heffelman, Thomas Franco, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Austin White, and Papillon Purple. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.